Hello, world. Welcome back to the No Suit Sports Podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Chris. This is my boy Spin, and we coming to you live every single week, giving to you real and raw. My man, what's first on the docket list for this episode?
Man, look, we got a couple different things. We're gonna start with the NCAA, jump to the NFL, and then rock out like that. Today, we're introducing something new. We got the
Yes,
No
sir.
Suits Selection Show, right? That's where we rank the top six not NFL, NCAA football teams. It's kind of like our playoff ranking. So that's what we're gonna do every week until a winner is crowned or until they start the playoffs. So I'm gonna throw it back to you. What's your rank? Because I think we should start at six and work our way down to one and kind of round robin. You say your six, I say my six. You say
Okay.
your five. How you think? You think that'll work?
Yeah, we could do that. And the reason we're
Uh,
doing these folks is because we don't know what the first of all, NCAA football is exciting as far as ranking goes.
yeah,
It's way all over the place because there's so many teams that's competitive. A lot of people are getting upset. And I don't remember ever seeing this many upsets as far as top five, top 10 teams by, way lower opponents or unranked opponents. So with that being said, my number six, I got Oklahoma State.
ooh,
Yeah, you know what
that's
I'm saying?
crazy.
What's up? What's your number six?
Oklahoma State. That's why I
Nah,
say that's crazy.
it's we're gonna update y'all every week as these things come out because it's gonna be interesting to see as people get knocked off and everything. Number five, I got Alabama.
Number five, I have Michigan. I have Michigan at number five.
Michigan
The
number
Michigan
five.
Wolverine.
Oh,
Yeah. I went ahead
number
and put Michigan at five because I felt like Michigan is playing a really strong schedule. Michigan's only loss is to Michigan State, which Michigan State is still a pretty high ranked team. And after seeing Michigan State play some more, and after seeing Michigan play some more, I'm thinking that might have been more of a loss on, big rivalry type losses
yeah.
as opposed to the best team winning that game. So that's why I got Michigan at five. What made you put Alabama right there?
Just because they have the worst loss. They have the worst loss to me. And even though I don't feel like they're the number five team, that's not how this goes. It's by what you play on the field, who's your opponents, and the product you put out. That's why I have them five. And it's funny you said that about Michigan because I got them four. I have Michigan at number four because of the loss they have. I feel like it's a rivalry loss, like you said. And on
Right.
top of that, they have great wins and looking good. You know what I mean? So I had to go ahead and put them for at four. And Michigan State, they're gonna drop down. It might not drop down too far, but I feel like that loss shouldn't be as impactful as an Alabama loss. You know what I mean? Who lost to unranked Texas A&M? Even ranked Texas A&M isn't ranked as high as Michigan State.
Right. And I agree. I agree with you. I had to go with Bama at number four just because I felt like, especially after what I seen them do yesterday. Um, and now I know they were playing a lower level team, but they they look good. That Bryce Young looking amazing right now. So I had to give him credit where credit was doing that and put him at four. And that's what I went ahead and did right there.
I feel you, but they keep getting these close games. That's two back-to-back games that I'm not back to back. It was LSU. Then they played somebody they blew out, and then this Arkansas. They could have lost that, but you know how college football go. They took care of business, and I do feel you. They are looking better. I just don't think they did enough to even be qualified. Besides their name, having Alabama in the top four. You know what I mean?
No, them boys been balling, man. They been playing
They've been
solid.
balling.
I've been seeing, like I said, they quarterback is really, really good. And
Yeah,
so I gotta give it to them. And one thing also with the rankings, I know for sure the it's gonna play itself out because Georgia plays Alabama and Ohio State plays Michigan. So I know it's gotta work itself out. And so that's
yeah,
why I didn't end up putting too much stress on this week's because I'm like, it's gonna work itself out because Michigan and Ohio State play this week, and
yes,
then that
sir.
Georgia and Alabama is gonna come up soon.
Exactly. Number three, I have Ohio State. Ohio State to me, they're just looking great. They passed the eye test. That loss that they have, it can't be it's not a terrible loss. You know what I mean? Even from an Oregon team. Like I said, they passed the eye test. They beat number 7 Michigan State like they did. I'm putting it in air quotes, folks, if you listen in with us, because Michigan State never should have been ranked that high. We go in this round and round circle that we constantly get to about these rankings and how these teams are getting where they at. But anywho, Ohio State deserved number 3. I feel like they look good, and I'm excited to see them versus Michigan. Bro, that's gonna be, to me, probably one of the best games of the year, if not the best game of the year.
Yes, indeed. I got Ohio State at number 3 as well, and I second that about them playing Michigan this week. That's gonna be one of the ones to look up for, and I'm hoping that both teams prepare well and they show up and play their best football. Because, like I said, you know how them rivalry games get. They've been looking ahead to this game and so much on the line, and so I'm hoping that everybody shows up and plays their best football, because that's a treat for the fans, for us. That's a treat for us to watch. You know Definitely. What I mean? I know that's gonna be a primetime game this Saturday. That's gonna be a one to get up for. So I'm ready for that game, and I'm glad it's gonna actually play out.
Right.
It actually have a bearing on the college football playoffs for both teams, which hasn't happened in what seemed like forever, or in a long time for sure.
Yeah. I feel that. I like that it's a morning game too. I like to wake up to, seeing some crazy competitive at Michigan. Man, it's gonna be one to look out for real. Definitely tune into that.
For sure. I think our top 2 gonna be the same. Cincy and Georgia.
Cincy and Georgia.
They gotta be.
That just makes sense to me. I don't understand why Cincinnati is being slighted so much, because they have a top 10 win. At the time, quote unquote, Notre Dame isn't a top 10 football team ever, but they have a top 10 win. What more do you want somebody that's undefeated with a top 10 win? You know what I mean?
Some people have Notre Dame at number 5 as well. The AP poll, I think Notre Dame is at number 5.
And Cincy was what, 6?
I can't remember what Cincy was. I just seen Notre Dame and I was so confused.
Like, where y'all getting off at? I guess head to head don't matter at all. We seen you beat them on the field, but what are you talking about? What's the but? Yeah, they have Notre Dame at number 5 in the AP poll and 4 Cincinnati, which makes sense. So, but why is Notre Dame so high? Why is Cincinnati so low? It's like it's conflicting. If you're going to put Notre Dame at 5, you have to put Cincinnati higher. You know what I'm saying? So it just don't make
Cincinnati would have the best win of any team. Like, of any team, if you say Notre Dame is number 5.
Yeah, man.
What shit we talking about?
That's that crazy stuff, man. We're gonna see the rankings come out on Tuesday night. So we're gonna see how right we are and / how wrong they are. So
Right. I went ahead and wrote it down. So I got our picks right here. I'll put it in the drive after.
Yes, sir. Sounds good. I'm excited to see now that we have this election show going, because to us, if we was getting the dollars that they're getting, we're gonna get this correct. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, I don't think they're getting it correct, but I digress on that point.
You already know how they go. If y'all have any comments or anything to add to the picks that we made, or if y'all want to critique or even just agree with the picks we made, get at us on Instagram. Check out our Instagram, comment on our Instagram, and it's at No Suits Podcast.
And we'll be right back at you. And why you wrong? All right.
For sure.
But let's take it a different direction. Moving on to the NFL, we have the NFL may be considering possibly going ahead and fixing their years-long mistake, if you will, about not having some type of thing implemented in order to fix these calls on that's going terribly wrong and affecting games drastically. So they're thinking about going ahead and have another ref, quote unquote, the sky judge in a booth that can impact the game. With all that being said, how do you think, or what do you think about them heading in that direction?
Well, first of all, I love the move. I always love improving, something that can be improved, especially after I wouldn't even want to bring up, especially you being a Saints fan, I wouldn't even want to bring up some of the mistakes that have been like obvious and clear. And
Right.
so I'm excited that they're gonna go ahead and try to do better when you know you need to. Um, Also, as I was reading, I was looking up some stuff. They already have some stuff called video assist, which they just implemented this year, right? And it's made the games the shortest that they've been in 4 years. So that's always a plus. It's cut
Right.
down on replays, like the video replays, 43%. So you right, 43%. So that's like just shortening the game because the coach don't have to challenge a play, like say a play that's unchallengeable and they arguing and stuff like that. Video assist just gets it right. So if I've already seen how good video assist is doing, why would I not want to add Sky Judge? Because video assist can't take a personal foul or something like that out. But like sometimes, like the play y'all had against Tennessee, that wasn't roughing the passer. Video assist can't correct that, but a Sky Judge, from what I was reading, from my understanding, a Sky Judge will be able to correct that type of shit, and you don't end up with game-changing plays because you can't challenge that. Obviously, it wasn't a penalty, but you can't challenge that, and that's what they need to remove. But it's a lot of people that are against this as well. So I'm interested to see if it's gonna go all the way through. They playing with it right now, but I love it. What you think about it?
That's an interesting point and tidbit that you ended on. People are against it. Some people that's held high in the referee community, if you will, like Mike Pereira, he's saying that
Yeah.
it won't be good for the game. Won't be good for the game. Correcting things is always going to be good for the game. You know what I mean? Like, bro, sound goofy with that. Like, you have to get this stuff right when things are impacting the game so much, so much. It's like
Yes. Like what?
he thinking that officiating just because he says not different from last year and this year, even though it seems much different because more eyes are on it, and I can agree with that, but that don't make it right. Just because you have a bad product as far as referees go, that's coming in and out for year to year, we're consistently bad, bro. We don't want consistently bad. We want y'all to have the right calls, and I know it's a human element to this game. We love this game, but you have to give these players a fair opportunity to. They're going bust their behind. They're going doing everything they could and should to and within their power to win these football games. And when a ref impact that, and don't get me wrong, this is a hard job. I didn't say it was easy,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
but if there's things you can do to make sure that you don't get something wrong, or if a ref have pride or whatever, like I made this call. In fact, bro, they move fast. We understand. If it's the wrong call, it's the wrong call. It's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay.
Ooh.
Put this in place so that we don't have these crazy things that impacting a team going to the Super Bowl or not. Don't have these crazy things that one loss column that can impact them going to the playoffs or not. It's not good for the game at all. So what's the point of not doing it?
Them folks, the arguments that I read and that I saw were they are going to make the referees indecisive, which will then make the games longer. They brought up a point where I didn't agree with it either, but the refs don't want to be corrected. Pretty much is what they're trying to say, and that's not a problem with the video assist or with the Sky Judge. That's a problem with your ego. We
Pride,
can't.
dog. Like we
Yeah.
can't help your ego. We can't help that. Like I feel like they be feeling themselves so much.
Right.
Excuse me, feeling themselves so much and trying to, look, this is my decision. Don't mess with my decision. No, dude, no, it's not how that works. Yes,
Yeah.
it's easier for somebody who's watching a video and then looking at it like, okay, that was the wrong call. In real motion, we know that's hard to do. But put your ego to the side and say, I was wrong. Put your ego to the side and let yourself be corrected. And I wanted to ask you this interesting point because it's something I thought about as preparing for this topic. Do you think the NFL having quote unquote part-time referees impacts this because of them, They're doing this on the side. It's a side job. They not taking it as serious. Do you think things like that impact their decisions on the field and, ultimately impact the game altogether?
Uh, I would say yes, but not so much, because some of the calls that I'm talking about aren't, I'm not even sure how they're being missed. Like, no matter what your employment status is, full or part-time, nigga, temp, contract worker, nigga, whatever you are, I don't see how you miss some of these calls. Some of these calls are just like, I don't know what was going on. You just weren't looking type of calls. So, but I do think having a more full-time ref would, of course, be, lead to better calls and better officiating. But also having a sky judge, I don't see, like, if technology allows for these type of things, I don't see why we wouldn't correct them. It just, to me, it doesn't make any sense. And I understand if I am a referee, maybe I'm thinking about it from a job security standpoint. And maybe I do have these sort of, complaints. But at the same time, you can't, to make your point, you can't just lie because it hurts you. You still got to come up with a valid argument, or,
Right.
you got to accept your fate.
All right. And I really respect, like, going to the game. I really respect when they could pick up a flag, like huddle together, like, look, nah, that's not what I saw. I understand what you saw, but I had a better vantage point. Let's pick up the flag. I feel like it's been no problem at all. Not that it's been done less, but I don't know what the corrections are coming with it. I don't want to read no 2-minute report saying we got this call wrong, bro. That don't matter at this point. After the game, that don't matter. You know what I'm saying? So the part-time aspect I thought was interesting, because let's think about it from a football perspective. On Mondays or Saturday, Sunday, after a game, it was college, high school, NFL, what they doing? They watching film about what went wrong. What the refs doing? They're going to their other jobs instead of studying where they went wrong, having meetings about how to correct these things. So that aspect is interesting to me, because, like, you can fix a lot of stuff if you have some people that's 100% bought in. You know what I mean? And then adding that sky judge on top of that, it's gonna make for a whole better product. Why wouldn't we do this? Why wouldn't we do this?
No idea why we wouldn't do this. I have no idea why we wouldn't do this. I'm like, it don't make sense. And it's no problem with being wrong. The ref is out there acting like we asking them to be perfect. Nobody's asking you to be perfect. Nobody on the field is going to be perfect. The quarterback is going to miss a pass. The running back going to miss a block or get tackled for a loss. The lineman going to miss a block. The defense is going to get scored on. The coach going to make a bad call. Everybody out there is going to make a mistake. You will too. You know what I mean? It's okay to, like, if you get corrected on the shit. What's not okay is just niggas having to live with those bad calls, and it's like rewriting history. Like, literally rewriting the history. And that's not cool.
That's not cool at all. And then it brings the element of the game. Say when they pick up a flag or they huddle up with the sky judge or whatever, and then they reverse it, that gets either fans pumped up. It's a whole different emotion to the game versus y'all just having a bad call and everybody just mad or happy, depending on what side you're on. But it's like, dang, bro, we can't even get a chance. I hate it, dog. I hate it, but they really definitely need to implement this.
Yeah, man, they do. So we're gonna keep an eye out. We're gonna keep an eye out for that for sure. Another thing that we got to keep an eye out here moving on forward is gonna be something that we've always had to keep an eye out for, and that's Antonio Brown. He has a new situation going on right now with a fake vaccination card, and which is a federal crime. On this one, I'm not too sure. For me, I'm not too sure what to believe. Right now, I'm actually leaning towards AB's side, though. I won't lie, because on this part, I'm not on AB's side, like, in general. I'm just talking about if he has a fake vax card or not. I'm on his side just because I know he does owe the man some money, the chef. Matter of fact, let me let you set the scene. Now, you good at setting the scene. Go ahead, set the scene.
Set the scene. So basically, Antonio Brown, the man that he is, he had a personal chef, and I believe he owed him $10,000. He owed him some type of money.
Yeah, $10,000.
You know what I mean? It was $10,000. He owed him some type of money, and he said, They're not paying them. Basically, the chef saying, okay, you're not gonna pay me. You confided in me. Basically, AB was trying to ask him, do he know where he could get a fake vaccination card? He said, nah, I don't have that, but we can, he could find somebody else or whatever. However the conversation went, time went on, didn't pay the man. Bro, you forgot you asked me about something that you shouldn't be doing. You're not gonna pay me? Cool. I could sell this story, get my money, and now you're in another scandal. With all that being said, you said that you're on Antonio Brown's side with it. You think that he's kind of telling the truth?
Yeah, I think well, what I think it is half and half. I think Antonio Brown did try to get a fake vaccination card because this happened back in the summertime. So this was before. I think once he couldn't get the fake vaccination card, he ended up getting a real one, getting the actual vaccination. That's what I think happened. But I mean, obviously, I don't know. I wasn't there, so he could have got a fake vaccination card for all I know. I just think the moral of the story is like if you have somebody do some work for you, you have to pay them. Like this is like how many times have we heard the story? Like literally all the trouble that not literally. I take all that back. But a lot of the trouble that Antonio Brown has been in has literally come from not paying people.
Oh,
He didn't want to pay the artist that painted the mural in his gym.
yeah.
This dude, I think he had another somebody that was doing something else for him. Like this happened a lot of times where he's not wanting to pay people, and it's resulting in a lot more problems than it would seem like $10,000 would be worth to somebody because Antonio Brown is paid. Hey, business is booming over there. So for me, I just be wondering like, why would you not do that? Why would you not just pay the money? For me, 10,000. If I had $1 million, $10,000 wouldn't even be a thought when I'm thinking about peace of mind. Like, oh, I could pay you $10,000 just for the piece of it. I would do that if I had 1 million. So somebody with multi, I just don't. It just blows my mind that you wouldn't buy your piece and literally keep $10,000 in your pocket for what?
It have to be almost that man's love. He just loved the thrill of these type of scandals. I don't know what's wrong with AB. I rock with AB the player, AB the person. Something wrong with dude because it's the constant situations that somebody's in is not normal, dog. Like I believe he went ahead and get the vaccination. Maybe he had somebody. Honestly, I think somebody in his camp probably he was asking people like, bro, you tripping? Just go get the shot. You know what I'm saying? Just go get the shot. Don't fake it. And luckily, he did do that. That's why he probably felt comfortable not paying man. But it's like you're paid, bro. Like how much you keeping? I don't know. You have a lot of kids, have stuff, want to be flashy. Maybe he don't have that much money. Maybe, but you're paid on paper. You need to keep that money, bro. You need to pay your employees, pay your people. Just keep a good circle. Like you was and are an amazing football player. Why keep putting yourself in these crazy predicaments? Don't make no sense, but I couldn't believe like
that's the crazy part. Like it doesn't make sense
at all. And I really couldn't believe when I saw the update, like, why? First of all, you haven't even been playing. Why are you constantly getting into stuff? Why?
Yeah, but, man. It seemed like one of the main reasons why I'm on AB's side is because his lawyer has came out and said, he got the vaccination, knowing that information is going to be confirmed. It's hard for me to believe that he lied, unless he's doing like an Aaron Rodgers play of the words. Goddamn.
Unless, and then the Bucs said they verify everybody, vaccination cards, which probably not a hard process to do. You just look at, okay, cool. And if he paid, which would be ironic, if he went ahead and paid somebody like a graphic designer or anything to just fake it, it'd have been good. But I think he went ahead and got it. The fact that he was trying to get over, it's crazy because it's not like that you had to sit out being unvaccinated. You just had to adhere to different rules. He was like, nah, forget that. Let's commit a federal offense and go about it that way. Bro, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, I just as somebody who has the vaccination, I had to get 2 of the shots. It ain't that bad. Not when maybe for somebody that's maybe if I'm working, at a less paying job than the NFL, maybe okay, I can understand that. But you talking about somebody in the NFL, hey baby, you got to take the good with the bad. They come
You got
together.
to. You
They
got
come.
to.
It's a bundle. The good and the bad is a bundle deal. You got to take them both. So shit, nigga, just get the shot, pay the man his money, and keep it pushing.
Simple. And I can't even blame somebody like Aaron Rodgers who said, okay, the ingredients, I'm allergic to one of the ingredients in the shot. Cool. You're doing thorough research and protecting your body as best as possible. But stop. Why are y'all lying about this? Don't twist your words with Aaron Rodgers. Don't try to get something, a fake document if you're Antonio Brown. Like, what is wrong with y'all? It's like common sense that they don't have. They're thinking, nah, it ain't gonna catch up to me. It might catch up to you. And it's really interesting because I wonder how many players really went ahead and got fake cards, because it's not that hard to get. Went ahead, got fake cards, I was like, let's keep it pushing.
I hope nobody did because it's like just not a smart thing to do. When you, like you said, you could still play, you can still get paid. You have to just wear a mask, and we all went through the wearing the mask everywhere time in life, and it wasn't the best time. But if somebody were to say, you know what, bro, if you wear this mask all day, every day, besides when you're eating and drinking, I'll pay you $8 million for 6 months. All you got to do is do it for like 6 months. Bitch, I'm masked up. Bitch, I'm on a bank robbery. Bitch, I ain't never taking this mask. What?
Ever. And it's not like they even having to do stuff like these high school players have to do. They're playing with masks. And they're not playing where they pulling it down under the chin, really stupid, but they're playing with the mask. NFL players, NBA players aren't playing with the mask. You just have to wear it when you're around the facility and different things like that.
Yeah, I just don't understand. It seems so like unnecessary whenever you think about it, because it's one of the things that we're going to find out. Or I ain't gonna say we're gonna find out, but it's a very likely chance that your lie is gonna like have to be confirmed or denied, because you can't control if you. I ain't gonna say you can't control if you get COVID, but it's one of the things that's really hard to do.
It's not fully in your control though, unless you just quarantine.
Bingo, that's what I want to say.
Unless you just quarantine, segregate, which you're not, because you're going to different cities, playing different people. You don't know who did what. You know what I'm saying? Bingo. So when something's so not in your control and you're doing something crazy, bro, you living on the edge. You're living on the edge. That's wild.
We sure enough gonna find out, dog. That's why I say, bro, ain't no way. It just ain't no way that he did that and fell through with that. And now that line about it. There's no way. I won't believe it.
He had to tell somebody that with some sense. I don't know if it was his lawyer, one of his homeboys or something. He had to tell somebody like, "Hey, bro, I tried to get a fake card, whatever. I gotta get another one." Bro, what? What? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I promise you, wearing a mask is not that bad. I still be wearing a mask at the store, and it's not that bad.
Especially for that amount of money.
But for that amount of money, for sure, I ain't making nowhere near that, and I'm wearing a mask like, nah, bro, I ain't trying to miss out on none of my bread. So I couldn't imagine these men doing it for this amount of money. But I mean, I guess only at the top, because we haven't really heard of any of the, no practice squad players, no third string players, nothing like that. Yeah. So for the most part, everybody got sense, which is great.
For the most part, you know what I'm saying? For the most part. But yeah, we had to touch on that just to ask AB why. Stop this foolishness. You're too old for this. You're too good of a player for this. And we want to see you be better, man. That's it. Just want to see you be better.
That's you just got to kind of be.
That's it.
Man. Hey, we've been waiting for some time, and I think, never mind.
Whatever.
Now to get in on AB, like, nah, never mind. He doing it because it's like he's doing his thing, but it's like almost I don't be knowing. Like anytime, it's like football is really, really, really his vice. Anytime he playing,
He good.
cool.
He good.
But if he not playing or working towards playing, it just be seeming like it's not as much like going right. So I be wondering about that because obviously, bro, you have work ethic. You somebody that you can do some shit. If you can work as hard as Antonio Brown work, bro, you could put your mind to something and do it. I just don't be one. I be wondering like why you don't. Like why don't you put your mind to doing the right things off the field because I know that you can. So that'd be confusing to me.
I just think he think he in the right. A lot of the things he do. Like I just think he in the right. He think he's in the right. And
Well,
yeah.
nigga just got to hit the. Well, in that case, ain't nothing we can really do about that.
At all, bro.
Ain't no way you think you're right, bro. Ain't no way. But I'm sure you're probably right. It's like you get into a situation where you got too many like yes people around you, and you just think, like nigga, what's gonna happen to me? Like bad things, nigga.
Yeah, bro, for real. And speaking of, it's been too long. It's been way too long since we haven't updated y'all with our record for these weekly picks. Way too long. Currently, we have my boy Spin at 12-11. We have me at 13-10. Man, I've been going against the grain a lot. You know what I mean? I feel like my record should be way better. My own grain, you know what I'm saying? My own grain. My record should be way better.
Backwards, bitch.
That's it. But guess what? Since now we got the record straight, I'm about to go on a winning streak. You hear me? A winning streak. We can start with this Sunday night football. Pittsburgh Steelers versus the LA Chargers. That's a kind of a good one. Who you rolling with?
It is. I'm gonna go with the Chargers. They at home. They in they powder blue shits. That stadium was lit up. They doing their game. Big Ben just coming off COVID.
Yeah.
The Steelers haven't lost a game. They had a tie last week, but they haven't lost a game in like a month, so they do. And then the Chargers haven't won a game in damn near a month, so they do. So I'm just playing the percentages on this. What about you? What you think?
That's real. I was gonna pick the Chargers. Here I go against my grain again. But I'm gonna go with the Steelers just because I feel like Najee Harris been doing his thug thizzle. I feel like he can run all over them, and if they keep that time of possession game going, have Big Ben do what he do, even though he ain't in the latter end of his career, I feel like Pittsburgh can pull it out.
Hey, Ben. Okay, let me go ahead and put your pick. I got you at pick, and I went with the Chargers.
Nah, give me Pittsburgh. Give me Pittsburgh.
All right, Ben. Moving right along. I know we both going Tampa Bay.
Yeah, Monday Night Football, New York Giants, Tampa Bay. We going Tampa. I feel like Thursday night football. They lost 2 straight, and I feel like the Giants, they're not that good, and they're gonna probably get embarrassed on Monday night.
Hopefully not. I got Saquon on my fantasy team, so
selfish reason. Selfish reasons to end. That's it. Yeah. But Thursday night football should be easy too. Denver versus the Rams.
I'm going with the Rams.
I'm gonna go with the Rams. I think. Yeah.
I'm just gonna go with Denver, knowing you.
No, sir. I'm not doing that. That's not even an inkling to go with Denver. If it was an inkling, I'd be like, I should pick my pick, but nah, the Rams should handle them, and we should be good.
So we got a pretty like the same picks. Our picks are pretty much the same except for tonight. So we got to see how it shape out. I'm hoping that I'm right, and I can go 3-0. You go 2-1, but if not, we'll see.
That's I say, bro. Why you plotting on my downfall? You just worry about being great. That's it. You worry about doing you. But look, don't worry about me. One thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna win. If it's fantasy, if it's football, I'm gonna win. Get the going crazy. Nah, we're gonna see what happens though.
Go down there, nigger.
That dude's stupid. Oh man, I'm gonna win. That's what's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens, and we look forward to these weekly picks.
Indeed. Yeah, I think they're gonna be some good picks. We're gonna see how it all shape up. I'm 1 game back, and so I'm trying to make it up tonight.
You 1 game back? That's it. Yeah, 12-11.
You said I'm 12-11. You 13-10. Then I'm 1 game back.
Dang, man.
It sounds so much different.
Yeah.
But I can make that up tonight. I can make that up this week.
Boy, F you. You ain't trying, ain't trying to make it up. But yeah. We appreciate y'all for checking in with us to the No School Sports Podcast. Come at you every week. We your boys, Christian Spin, and we out.
Appreciate y'all.